Please introduce yourself and tell us how long you've been with the Nevada Real Estate Group.
I am Delaina Sayson. I'm a realtor. I have been here coming up just under 1 year.
What was your first impression of our office when you first came for your interview? What stood out to you?
When I first got here, the lighting was amazing. There was so much space, and I got to take a look around. There was a lot of people collaborating in the office, and I got to sit down in the boardroom. And then finding out that there was the drop-in pods that are noise canceling. I absolutely loved that also.
And how would you describe our team's culture here compared to where you came from?
Everybody kind of just did their own thing. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We get along with each other. Everybody really genuinely cares. The other day I was having a little crummy day, and several people reached out. I mean, it's a very inclusive, everybody very tight-knit. I love working with people. I love talking to the people that are here, and I think that I've become pretty good friends with these people.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say, I think it makes a huge difference in the environment that you're working with and how it contributes to yourself and your business as well.
it really does. The positivity that you can get from that, the energy that you just bring forward when you have a team that's just really getting along is really something.
Not naming any teams or brokerages, but what made you consider making the switch, and what stands out to you about our team versus the team that you were on previously?
We were making calls. I would make 3,000 calls a week. Nobody was picking up. The leads were from 2021. They were just expired leads that people had already, they were not interested. They'd already bought. They weren't interested in buying again. I was not receiving the hot leads.
Yeah.
There they were allowed to, only certain people were getting the hot leads. And it was very frustrating because I was putting my all into it. And when I sat down and I spoke with you and Chris and found out that everybody has equal access to the hot leads.
Yeah, I remember that. I tell that story like as if it was yesterday. I mean, we were literally talking about you calling 3,000 people a week. And I thought that you said a typo and meant a month, but you said a week. And that's when we discovered that you were giving expired leads.
And I tell realtor friends that I'm saying, we really just don't have enough time to call as many of these good leads that come through.
Yeah.
It's so insane because we do get them all day long. They're popping in, they're hot, and anyone who's willing to take the call is able to get them.
Working in our leads and our ponds the first month, what was your first impression seeing that substantial amount of leads come in that are hot and ready to go?
It was amazing. I was able to, I think the first month that I was here, I got into contract, which was a really big deal for me.
Yeah.
And I was able to get a hold of many people. I had several different appointments, and that was very different from where I had come from, where it was just very discouraging because I was just making the calls. I was doing the work,
Yeah.
but I was not getting any results from it.
And how did you feel that first month when you did get into contract?
You know, first of all, I felt a lot of work-life balance because I was not focusing all of my time in the office making calls. I was able to do it from my home, and I was able to call these people. They're talking to me. They're actually eager to talk to me, and it really renewed my sense of where I wanted to be as a realtor.
And Delaina, what advice would you give any other agent that's considering making a change?
If you're considering making the change, just make the change. Go with a team who the leader, the team owner is non-production. I think that's amazing because I'm not competing against the team owner and they're not pulling those amazing leads. Go with a team that has the great leads. I know that here, they're fantastic. And go with somewhere where they're not going to constantly charge you fees. Here, we do not get charged fees at all. And I think we even get like 100% of our sphere. Yeah, so it's quite a bit. It's financially, it's worth it. When you break it down, it's worth it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Delaina, for sitting down and meeting with me and
Thank
continue
you.
to crush it in your business.
Thank you.